After shooting up and then coming down on second quarter earnings, Nvidia begins this week pretty close to where it started last week. Our next guest says that'll probably mean skittish tech investors for a while. Joining us now to talk that stock and other mega caps, Gene Munster, managing partner at Deepwater Asset Management. So, Gene, yeah, that was, I guess, trader logic says the inability of a big stock to go up on really unambiguously positive fundamental news from Nvidia maybe was a sign of either the market had run up ahead of it or that the bar is higher for good news. Where does that leave us?
I think it leaves us in a point where we're going to be in a flattish to potentially down zone for the next month, 2 months for big tech as investors anticipate what the September quarter is. And as you said, is that the Nvidia results were impressive. I've been doing this for a long time. I've never seen 2 quarters in a row like that. The whisper numbers were high, and they crushed the whisper numbers, including the guidance. And that obviously begs the question, what's it going to take for the rest of tech to move higher on the September print? I think that mood is going to kind of taint the near term for some of these big tech companies.
Now, we've heard... Sorry, Gene, I was just going to mention, we certainly already were in pullback mode for many of the big ones, right? I mean, Microsoft down 10, 11, 12% from its highs. Apple obviously has had a little bit of a gut check as well. So it's not as if we, I think, came into the Nvidia print with expectations brimming to the top. I guess the other question when it comes to Nvidia, though, is there a concern building that they're just front-loading so much demand and that it's so strong right now that it almost can't be sustained for multiple years?
Well, just one thought on kind of the anticipation related to broader tech is that's true that they have been, I mean, that's a fact. They've been trading lower more recently, but the upside surprise and the upward revisions to guidance still pale in comparison to what's going on with Nvidia. And so I still believe that what Nvidia has done has tainted some of investors' expectations about some big tech here. Separately, in terms of demand and the pull forward, is that this is kind of the mystery. It's clear that there has been some stockpiling of Nvidia chips. Snowflake CEO was on CNBC talking about that, been very clear about that. And I think that there is this sense of missing out from big tech as they've been trying to build these hyperscaler centers and buying more chips. But that is true, and I think this second point can be true at the same time, is that demand, even with that pull forward, is still far exceeding expectations. That's the CEO from Nvidia used that language. They said demand will be strong into 2024. That could be Q1, it could be Q4. But again, this is something we typically don't see. And I would just step back and look at the bigger picture. Nvidia is unchallenged in their pole position within compute for AI, and AI is something that is going to profoundly change how we live our lives. And I think that the combination of those two is going to put Nvidia in a great spot for the next 3 years. And I suspect this stock is going to move higher as this plays itself out.
Gene, let's spend a minute on the technicals. The move up in this handful of stocks attracted a lot of tactical investors. If you're correct, and these stocks don't go anywhere or go lower over the next couple of months, what happens to these technical investors? What happens to the technicals? Do they rotate into other stocks, which is what everybody is hoping for, or do they just go back to the sideline?
I think that I'm not the person to talk to about technicals. I can focus on fundamentals here, but I think fundamentals ultimately lead the technicals. As I mentioned, is that this is a cautionary tale related to Nvidia and broader tech going into the September print. But if you look at the fundamentals of the biggest tech companies, the revenue growth, which is really the pressure point of how these companies trade, the revenue growth should accelerate across the board for big tech from September to December. For example, Meta is going from 11% anticipated growth in September to in June, 11 in June, to 21 in September, 21 in December. If you look at Apple, -1 in September to +6 in December. Go across the board, you see that trend. And so ultimately, I think that the fundamentals, once the results, here's the positive good side that it's important to focus on here is, yes, we're going to be in a period of some anxiety for investors going into the September print. But ultimately, if I'm right and revenue growth accelerates across all big tech, I think the stocks are going higher.
And Gene, before we go, is there one that you feel is particularly underappreciated at this point among the big ones?
I think it's probably Apple. As I mentioned, those growth rates are small. Apple hasn't grown since September of 2022, so there'll be 4 quarters in a row of decline. You have the benefit of what's going on with the iPhone event, which will probably get announced this week. And then I still think that spatial computing is largely underappreciated. And as we start to anticipate that product coming out at the beginning of next year, I think that should bode well for shares of Apple.